Good afternoon, I'm Belinda De Lasheras with Hunter News. The Rural Fire Service says lightning strikes late on Saturday are responsible for yesterday's large bushfire near Kurri Kurri. Crews are spending the day consolidating containment lines around the fire, which has burnt out more than 280 hectares. RFS Superintendent Jason McKellar says lightning strikes have caused several bushfires across the region over the past 10 days.
With the conditions we had on Saturday, it's certainly all of the fires certainly flared, and a second storm that came through dropped a whole lot more lightning around the Kurri area, and hence the big fire that we saw just south of Kurri yesterday that we're still working into today.
Hunter Surf Lifesaving insists it's been in close contact with the Bureau of Meteorology about lightning strikes and severe thunderstorms which have threatened a number of beaches across the region. It comes after 15-year-old Jaden Morrissey was struck in the abdomen at 1 Mile Beach near Anna Bay over the weekend, sending him into cardiac arrest. He was unable to be revived. President Henry Scruton says beachgoers should follow the precautions in place.
When the electrical storms are approaching, we advise the bathing public get out of the area, like leave the water, go to a sheltered area. Meteorology or the Bureau is pretty good for us. They do advise us of strong wind warnings, electrical storms, etc., and whatever is relevant to the bathing public we'll certainly pass on to them.
Debate over the New South Wales planning system is continuing, with hunter lobbyists weighing in on the issue. The Bulga-Milbrodale Progress Association is calling on Planning and Assessment Commission assessors to have a greater degree of independence from government department recommendations. Association Vice President John Cray says the move would help alleviate bias in the system.
They need all the evidence they can to make a proper assessment. Now, at the moment, virtually all that evidence is biased because it all comes from either the mine or it comes from the Department of Planning. And both those companies, of course, or both those entities, have a vested interest in getting approvals through. And it is against, generally, the interests of the community.
Meanwhile, the Planning Assessment Commission is coming under fire for its decision to reject the Drayton South mine between Singleton and Muswellbrook. The Commission found economic benefits stemming from the Anglo-American-owned mine wouldn't outweigh threats to two horse studs along with the wine and tourism industries. Unions fear the project's rejection could threaten up to 500 jobs. Maitland Public Library has today joined more than 360 branches across the state to celebrate 75 years since the inception of the free service. Branches have come together for a simultaneous cake cutting to mark the important role libraries play in the community, with 3.2 million members and more than 35 million visitors annually since 1946. Maitland librarian Carol Collard says services stretch far beyond book lending and story time.
We've got a range of early literacy programs, technology training, school holiday activities, and we also have a visiting speakers program where we have a range of authors, journalists, filmmakers coming in and speaking about their books.
Now with sport, Sarah Giuliano.
Newcastle Knights stars Beau Scott and Sione Matautia are preparing to learn their fate in the Kangaroos lineup to come against Samoa this Sunday. Matautia carted the ball an incredible 100 metres of just 6 kick returns in yesterday's 16-12 win over England before limping off late in the game with a calf injury. Beau Scott is hoping to retain his spot as he undergoes scans today after suffering a hamstring injury early in the match. Stockton Raymond Terrace have cemented their place in the Newcastle District Cricket thanks to 2 hard-fought wins over the weekend. The team made light work of Hamilton Wickham's 7 for 259 on Saturday, chasing down the run total courtesy of an unbeaten 125 from Jeff Goninen. Stockton then overcame Toronto Workers yesterday, passing the side's 139 with 2 overs to spare. And the Newcastle Jets youth will be pulling out all the stops for a win after being hammered by Perth 3-0 yesterday. That's sport. I'm Sarah Giuliano.
To NURFM News Time is 12:10.